this is it. I gotta get it. I gotta come along. I hook to this hook right here and lift the front end up and see which bearing is the one making all the complaining noises. Alrighty. It would be nice if it was just a pulley, but I don't think it is. I think it's a spindle bearing. Oh, God. Well, it doesn't seem to have any weird play. Let me go to the other side. Okay, it's definitely this side. Watch this. So it's got a ton of play up there. That's good. Let me get it off. Of course, it would be the... Well, it's not so bad. Let me get this off, and then I'll see what I got to do inside there. Okay, that pulley's got to come off. So you got to take that nut off. And the only way to get a grip on it is to put the blade back on and hold on to the blade. Actually, I'm spinning the blade, and this nut's going to come off while I hold the wrench on top. And then I think, likely, this shaft is just going to drop out. We'll see in a minute. Okay, that's off. Look at here. That's how bad that bearing is. There's part of it right there. No, maybe not. That's not. We'll see. I'll get this apart. Yeah, something ain't right. We'll see in a minute. These 4 bolts here got to come off now. Right here. Surprised it came. Yeah, there's the rest of that bearing. Whoa, talk about disintegrating, huh? Wow. Absolute junk bearing, man. So there's the inner and the outer. There's the bearings. Unbelievable. Wow. There's the bearing seal. Another bearing seal. Interesting. What junk. What absolute freaking junk. Good Lord. And here's the bottom bearing. The bottom bearing is on its way out too. I see absolutely no grease in there. That is amazing. Huh. Absolutely amazing. And the thing is, I can order these bearings. It doesn't appear that the race has been damaged. Well, actually it does, yeah. No? Really? This is the outer race of the top bearing right here. And I could probably take a punch and come in from the other way and knock it out. But by the time you buy bearings, and the length of time it takes you to replace the bearings, and you may not be able to get this bearing unstuck without screwing up the shaft, you can buy a whole new spindle for just a couple dollars more.
And they sell them in a set of 2.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'll replace both of them. Well, anyway, what I'll do is drill a hole, tap it, put a grease fitting in it, pull these grease seals out. This is a grease seal, and what you do is the grease seals that are facing inward, you take them out and you fill this up with grease. But you have to commit to it. You have to do it every time you change oil. You got to fill them up with grease, or you're right back to what you got now, which is no grease. See, that has no grease in it, and that's why that failed. And the top one was probably just the same. No grease. Okay, you can shut that off.
It was only on Amazon that you get it, next day, or because
Well, you'd pay for next day. Just ordered 2 of these on eBay. And I'm going to go ahead and replace the other one too, because if this one's this bad, the other one's probably close behind it. So when I get it, I will drill and tap this and put a grease fitting in it and pump it full of grease. And I'll show you how I do that. So I won't upload this video until I get the parts in. Yeah, that's what I'll wait. See you then. Well, I thought that was going to be the last clip, but I'm on the other side now, and I just went ahead and took that shroud off. And it is just packed in with grass around here. And these have ventilation. So I wonder if maybe these things fail so prematurely and appear not to have any grease in them is because they get so packed up with grass that air can't come up through these holes and cool this shaft. I suspect that may be true. So I'm going to have to do a much better job of cleaning this deck. I'm gonna have to pull these. It's just 2 screws that hold it on. Right here and right here. And that's it. So I'm gonna have to pull these off, take my air hose here, and blow it off around here fairly regularly. It's easier to do that than it is to replace these more often. So I'll have to make up my mind to do that. Yeah, I'm positive that's what it is. Look at all the holes. This thing is designed to have, when the blade goes around, it moves a lot of air. And what it does is suck the grass up because of the nature of the blade. You see the little flip up in the back? What it does is create a vacuum, and it pulls the grass blade up before it cuts it. So it forces a lot of air out. And it's supposed to have some of the air come up through these and cool this. So I suspect, and the reason the other one fails quicker, because that blade has to do twice the work. This blade is cutting the grass and throwing it over there, and that blade is cutting the grass and throwing this blade's grass and that blade's grass out the chute. So it's under a lot more strain, pressure, and work than this side is. And you could say that's just a wild guess, but I've replaced enough of these, and more often than not, way more often, it's always the side on the chute, the discharge side, that goes first. And that's my hypothesis, and that's because it works twice as hard as the one on the non-chute side. Okay, that's all. I gotta wait for the parts to come in, so easy job. And I went ahead and ordered a belt just because this is getting kind of old. And it's starting to fall off occasionally. And that's what happens when they get old, is they lose their, they stretch a little bit. And these springs here that hold tension on the deck belt, it's not enough tension as these get older and stretch. So, you know what? Is that a number? I was looking for a belt number. I ordered one, but I ordered a Kevlar belt. We'll see. Alrighty, we'll see you whenever the parts get here. It's here, it's here, it's here. I got 2 brand new spindles. And the only difference is the bolts that came with the old one had washers, and these have a locking head on them. So let me get this new one in there. Probably got to loosen this up so I have a little more wiggle room in this.
Yeah, this one won't come out that hole either. Oh, you're putting it in there. Oh, I got it.
All right, noise alert.
Noise.
Probably gonna have to put that blade on there to get a good grip on this. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna put the blade on.
You turn it off.
Yeah, just turn it off. All right, here's the other one. Brand new shiny, shiny. I'm terrible with my left. I'm probably gonna have to use my right. Yep. Can't do anything with my left. Very uncoordinated. All right, noise alert. top of the spanker.
You know, if Terrell was doing this, I would already be mowing by now.
Already. Terrell who? What, does he got a YouTube channel or something?
Boy, he does. And there's your dinner. We like Terrell. We watch him on the big screen.
He's got big teeth on the big screen. I watched a friend of mine, Darren, Mayhem Country Living, on the big screen the other day. It was like he took up half the wall. He had a live stream.
Is that the one with Ted?
Huh?
Is that the one with Ted?
No, that's Jim. Jim and Mary up in
Oh, that's right.
the Berkshires.
Yeah, we like Ted. That's funny.
Ted's like our dog, spoiled and full of personality.
Yep.
I think I can get one more. Were the veins popping out in my head?
Well, I'm trying not to get your head in there. Big head. It would take
Okay,
up all-
now I got a new belt. And while I'm down here in the ground, wallering around, I'm going to put the new belt on.
Alrighty. I know I'm going to have to participate in that, right?
Yep.
So, should I turn this?
Yeah, go ahead and turn it off. I'm going to put a new belt on, but I'm not going to record it, but I do want to show you one thing. This pulley here, don't even mess around. Don't even pretend you can get it out. Undo that bolt. Don't take it completely off, just enough to raise this lip above that bracket, high enough to slip the belt out. And you don't got to take it all the way off. Just back it out, you know, not quite off, and raise the pulley up, and you can get that belt out. But there's no other way. Okay, I think I can do this with one hand.
Well, it didn't even look like it was tight, did it?
Yeah, I loosened it up already, so I wouldn't have to grunt on camera.
You didn't fart?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, is it just have one belt?
That's one belt. Yep.
We'll go every day. When I said that the other day, you said the drive belt. But it hadn't put it
The deck drive belt.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. That's all I need to do. All right, now I got to get this belt hooked around that pulley.
Oh, you crazy?
What did he do?
How did you get those on you?
Okay, this is how the belt goes, just in case you get this apart.
How did you get that on you?
The back side of this belt goes around that pulley, so I had to take this back off, and I had the front side going around that pulley, and then the back side goes around that pulley,
You know you did
and
that, right?
there you go. Okay, I'm not putting these shrouds back down. I was gonna drill and tap these and put grease fittings in and knock the bearings out and take the inner seals out, but I'm not. I think the reason that these failed was because they got packed full of grass and they overheated. That's my theory. So I'm gonna let this down
Go lay.
and get to mowing. No, you go ahead. I'll clean up.